After the success of Elden Ring, the rest of this year's game releases just couldn't compete. Until now. Ragnarok is here, and as the prophecy foretold, a great battle comes with it. A battle for Game of the Year, streaming live Thursday, December 8th with your Jeff host Keely. But no matter who wins the battle, the war is to be fought by gamers in every comment section for 3 uninterrupted winters.
Just some dumb internet person. Ignore it.
Ignore it? I'm about to come down on this dude like Thor's hammer Mjolnir.
These keyboard Vikings spend so much time picking a hill to die on, they don't realize that Valhalla was the 2 unforgettable games we played along the way.
Think about that. Everybody love everybody! Come on!
When the nominees are this miraculous, there's no sense getting upset over which one takes home a silly trophy. Unless it's Horizon, then we riot. So please don't feel like I'm calling you a stupid loser when I announce that my personal choice for Game of the Year 2022 is Stray.
Look at him. That's one nice kitty right there.
However, this is a channel about the backseat gaming experience, and from the perspective of a girl who watches her boyfriend play, Game of the Year 2022 has no contest. This is a review of what it's like to live with someone who plays God of War Ragnarok. Careful, brother! There's spoilers like me ahead. You might remember our video about the previous God of War. You might also remember our second video about the previous God of War. We reviewed it twice, because my boyfriend loves getting stepped on.
Oh, it's getting close. Oh.
That game was the reason he came home with a PS4 and big ol' 4K TV one day.
Open the door!
This is no ordinary illness.
Thankfully, he didn't need to buy a TV for the new God of War. But coincidentally, he did need to buy this monstrosity for video editing just a few days before the new God of War came out.
Suspicious.
No, it's not.
Needless to say, Ragnarok had bigger shoes to fill than Atreus. And boy, does it succeed. Even if Boy doesn't quite fit into the role of playable character the way his daddy do. Nevertheless, Atreus has grown into every bit as much of a leading man. Which brings me to my first gush of praise. The performances, the writing, the animation, cinematography, and music are of the highest kind. Above all else I've seen this year, television shows and movies included, God of War Ragnarok is supreme. But to be fair, I haven't seen Morbius. Santa Monica Studios' accomplishment in 2018 reinvented a franchise, a mascot, and a storytelling industry. Their accomplishment in 2022 doesn't reinvent anything, it reinforces everything, which is what all great sequels do. For example, you know how the last game starts in the Wildwoods and Atreus is like,
"My mother is dead, and everything is worse now."
Well, Ragnarok reinforces those feelings by also starting in the Wildwoods, but instead of cremating a parent, there's this frail dog who can't chew its own food anymore and needs to be put down.
Is this gonna be Old Yeller right now? This is your dead dog. No!
Then to reinforce the way 2018's villain was introduced, Odin comes knocking with Thor like,
Kill that motherfucker! Kill all our friends!
which is a subtle nod to that time Kratos was the who killed all their friends. These inciting incidents are wheels set into motion years ago that now drive our heroes to every stop along the path until God of War's Norse saga reaches its final destination. So Ragnarok is the same storytelling vehicle, but it remains a finely tuned thrill ride with even bigger highs and emotional lows.
Oh no, here comes the big ones. Can take a photo.
I cried. I cried a lot. I cried very much. Hey Sony, can you stop writing sad daddy stuff?
For 5 minutes!
The worst part of this 50-hour-long one-take movie is that for most of it, the cameraman was my boyfriend, who would frequently use what I call the Christopher Nolan spin around to the audience is sick technique to look for buckets and ravens.
One last.
Oh my god.
Got him.
I really could have done without the ravens again.
Oh, come on.
But I'm gonna let it slide because of all the time we saved by not automatically climbing down the chain we just kicked. Woo! I'm not kidding. For backseat gamers, small improvements like this, they're really good. On the other hand, there's all the time we lost by accidentally dying because the dodge button is X. But after 10,000 hours using the circle button to dodge in Dark Souls, my boyfriend's thumb was like,
whatever, I do what I want.
Oh god. As I was saying that I pressed circle again.
Speaking of my boyfriend's thumb, he's had a bad case of trigger finger all year and promised he wouldn't play Ragnarok on a hard difficulty.
Yeah.
Let's start with balance.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfectly balanced. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want you Matthew! I need you to take care of your thumb! Oh, you dinkus. Although, he probably got through the story faster on hard mode because if he side quested too long, the game would kick his ass right back to the main quest. Don't get me wrong, there are days of side questing. It's just that more often than not, when my boyfriend hopped on his sled to explore a new area that had opened up, he'd get one-shotted by some guy with a red health bar, then hop right back on his sled like,
well, that place was a ripoff.
unfortunately, nothing was going to stop him from defending his valor against the new Valkyrie Queen, Nah.
Woo! Well, that's the end of God of War Ragnarok. We did it.
Only it wasn't the end of God of War Ragnarok, because he immediately started over on an even harder difficulty, but this time, he didn't just defend his valor, he 100% completed the entire game, meaning there was nothing left to do besides finally come to bed, and pull out his deck to play God of War 4 again. In conclusion, God of War Ragnarok is easily one of the best games to watch someone else play, even if the person playing continues to do so for 70 hours after the story ended. All video games are multifaceted works of art, but few are as precious from every angle as God of War Ragnarok. It is a diamond in the rough, brilliant and cherished. But do you know what shines even brighter? Your butt after washing it with Dr. Squatch. The holidays are coming up, and that's the best time to tell your loved ones you want them to smell good. So get them the gift of Dr. Squatch this season. Natural, cold-processed soap bars are made with a short and sweet ingredient list to benefit your skin and your senses. I was so excited when Dr. Squatch sent me these bars I've been dying to try but too afraid to ask for. Holy cow, coconut castaway. I've never smelled a soap so rich and creamy, and the little coconut bits mixed in gently exfoliate your skin, so obviously you should try it. They also have all their holiday stuff out, including my winter go-to, Frosty Peppermint. You can check everyone off your shopping list by grabbing some of their perfectly curated holiday bundles. And while Dr. Squatch makes products with men in mind, trust me, there's definitely something for everyone. Deodorants, candles, lotion, hair care, beard stuff, mouth stuff, and more. And to top it all off, Dr. Squatch products are sustainably sourced and free from disgusting parabens and other harmful ingredients. They also have new limited edition products all the time, so make sure you check out Dr. Squatch by clicking the link in our description. Thank you very much for your support, it means a lot to us. Don't forget to use code DSQGFR25. New customers will get 25% off orders of $40 or more. Make sure you get your orders in by December 8th so the holiday armadillo can bring your presents in time.